Welcome to day 4 of the Fit and Flexy Challenge. It's your girl, Coach Leah, and today we're getting into our practice. So, we've been working on a lot of wrist and shoulder stability. That will be our warm-up, and then from there we're going to move to our wall, try some kick-ups. As you can kind of see today, I'm not by my wall. I may not have a wall depending on if things change or not, because someone's in my spot. That's okay. Now, I want you guys to get to your wall, of course. When I mention the wall practice is coming up, go ahead and make your adjustments to the wall. Now, we will start with our usual warm-up, so let's go ahead and roll onto all fours into tabletop.
Now to keep this video brief, I went ahead and chopped up our warm-up and our cool down. So you'll get a slight warm-up here, but if you're needing something that's a little bit more gentle or you'd like to warm up longer, see the attachment for this checkpoint, okay? Because I'm going to cut down our warm-up time on this video so we can remain under 15 minutes, and I'll also separate the cool down. So yeah, take your time.
And then let's find our forearm plank. Make sure there's enough space behind you to get low. Don't be like me, I don't have any space to get low, but I'm gonna create a little space. And I'm gonna sit those forearms down, shoulders over the elbows, legs nice and long behind me. Lower those hips, lift the chest, and let's stay here. Keep pressing into the ground with those elbows. Squeeze the butt. Can bring the feet together. Spine is nice and long here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet in, lift the hips up for your dolphin pose. And the elbows are really engaged in the ground here, pushing us away. Now you can walk the feet back down, lower the hips, long line of energy for that core work. We're back in our forearm plank. Nice and strong, so shoulders and hips are level here. And then one more time, walk it up. Forearms stay down, shoulders over the elbows. If you find your shoulders or elbows opening out, just bring them back in so they're narrow. Now, go ahead and drop the knees. You've earned a child's pose. Take a moment off of those elbows, off of the shoulders. Option to pray your hands behind the back. Just to stretch out the forearms and get a chance to stretch out the shoulders as well. All right. We'll do one more warm up. And then we'll move our mats to the wall so we can have the perfect position and support behind us for our kick-ups to headstand. And we'll even do a kick-up to shoulder stand today. Maybe, if you're feeling ready, you'll have to decide that for yourself. All right? So we're going to do one more exercise, starting in high plank pose, shoulders over wrists. The knees are off the ground, and the shoulders and hips, they're kind of in line. We're not sagging the hips low. We're pressing the ground away. Can even squeeze the butt here to maintain that core stabilization. One a little more. Gonna add a little back and forth. And then drop the forearms, shoulders over elbows. Engage the core, press through the elbows to press the ground away. Lift again to your high plank. Hold here, shoulders over wrist. Back to our low plank. Core, core, core. That's all we're working on here. Now back to our high plank. Drop the knees. And find your child's pose. Hips pushing back towards the heels. Forehead can touch the ground. Maybe I lied. One more. Let's do one more exercise that I know you'll love. So we'll come back. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. In our tabletop, tuck the toes. Lift the hips up. Now three-legged extension again. Point through the toe. And then you're going to bring the knee towards elbow and send it back. Now switch and reach for the other elbow. Bring it back. So we're doing some elbow touches here. Knee to elbow if you can. And then leg to sky. Shoulders over wrist for knee to elbow. And then push it back, leg to sky. One more. One more on the other side. Now if you need to, come off the wrist, you can roll the wrist out. You can take a child's pose here, whatever you like to reset. Once you feel ready again, we're gonna do it again on the other side, back to our down dog. Three-legged, extending. And then shoulders over wrist, knee to elbow, push back. Come in again, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, bring it in. Squeeze the core every time you do. Y'all, these like bugs are all over me. Inhale, reach. Exhale, shoulders over wrist. And breathe out as you crunch in. One more time. Need an elbow on the other side. And then depending on your level, you could do more, you could do less. But let's take a child's pose. Now find your wall. Now's a good time to position yourself closer to the wall. Let's get ready for our inversion practice officially. It's officially starting now. We're gonna work on both tripod headstand and supported headstand. And then we're also gonna work on shoulder stand for the first time today. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And then you're gonna line your mat up with the wall, so the wall's right in front of you. As we're gonna kick up our back to wall, so you'll get a little support. Okay, so bring the head down. Remember, we start in tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and then we're gonna lower the head down. That's gonna bend the elbows 90 degrees behind us, so the elbows kind of shoot back towards the legs. And you're gonna tuck the toes, lift the knees. You'll start here, and then walk the feet in so that the hips can stack over the shoulders. And you're on the balls of the feet here. So option to connect the elbows and knees. So the knees come to the back of the elbows or the tripods, or either the elbows or sometimes I call it the triceps, but essentially the back of the arm, where we've got that 90-degree angle is the perfect place to place those knees. And you have the option to extend one leg at a time to the sky, really pointing through those toes. Keep pressing into the hands. That's gonna help you to maintain a great foundation here. You have the option to bring both of the legs up. You can touch the wall behind you, or you can squeeze the butt, bring the feet together, and try to get them off the wall. So it's up to you what you do here. Now, if you like, you can bring down one knee at a time, or maybe you're losing control like me, and both knees come down, which is okay. Reach out nice and long. Child's pose to reset. I invite you guys to try it again if you'd like, to play around with the shapes. If you're feeling secure, your neck doesn't have any pain or discomfort or anything like that.
Now, if you guys are going to practice again, you can pause the video here. I'm going to go ahead and continue on to our next headstand, which is going to be supported. I don't have a lot of time, so to keep this video short, I'm doing one attempt with tripod and one attempt with supported.
Relax, and we always want to exit the pose before we're tired. That's the goal. Maybe turning the head to either side just to release any tension you might have built up. When you're ready to try, we'll come up. We'll come back into our tabletop. This time we have supported headstand we're going for. So again, we start in that 4-point contact, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Now drop the forearms and bring the edge of the palm to the mat. So that means the edge where the pinkies are gonna be touching the mat. And then you're gonna clasp the hands. Leave your thumbs up. Place your head down. Hug your elbows in. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees and walk the feet in. From here, you can bring up one knee at a time. You You can hop back to wall. We're stacking the hips over the shoulders. If you like to come up, you can. You can also do stag legs where the knees are bent. Well, you may not have any space to do that if you're too close to the wall. But the more comfortable you get, the further away from the wall you can also flow. So option to do one-legged stag, one knee to chest, one leg to sky. Option for double stag, where both of the knees are in. Or again, you can bring one leg up. Whatever you do on one side, remember to do it on the other. And then safely come down before you get too tired. Drop the knees, push back. I personally prefer supported headstand to tripod. This is my preference. Find your child's pose to reset. And keep pressing your hips back towards heels. Now our next inversion, I'm going to let you guys decide if you're comfortable enough to try it. But I do encourage you to get brave. You've got the wall behind you, so there's not too much that can go wrong. Make sure the surface you're practicing on is non-slip. So use your mat, and you feel your mat getting slippery. Maybe you put a towel down or something just to keep your foundation strong. Coming back into that forearm plank. So legs nice and long, shoulders and hips in line. The hands are elbow distance, and the elbows are pressing into the ground. Core is engaged. Go ahead and walk the feet in, lift the hips up. Back to that dolphin position that we were practicing earlier. From here, we're gonna kick one leg up at a time. You should have the elbows pressing into the ground. Gonna bend the bottom leg and add a little hop to the wall. Okay? Now, the hands might be fighting to collapse in, but we're gonna keep them pressing into the ground instead. Again, you can touch the wall with the feet. An option to bring both legs up the wall. You can squeeze the butt, feet together. Or maybe you've got one-legged stag with one knee into chest and the other foot touching the wall. Either way, we're gonna come down before we get tired, before we fall, and we're gonna push back to our child's pose. I hope you guys like that. It was our first time doing this, though. And this particular challenge is meant to help us build the strength for inversions. So, when you're ready, we're gonna try again. Shoulders over the elbows. Readjust yourself. Shoulders over elbows. Elbows really pressing into the ground. Create that, create that space away from the ground by really digging or pushing the elbows down. That's gonna help the shoulder blades to kind of separate behind you. And we're gonna lift the hips. Stacking the hips over shoulders as much as we can before we hop to the wall. One leg at a time as we hop. You can let the top leg touch the wall. Keep the bottom knee into chest if you can. And then press yourself away from the wall. Just pressing into those shoulders for a little bit more distance. Now switch legs if you can, if you're still up there and you have the ability. Switch the legs, one knee to chest, one foot to wall. Both legs up the wall if you like. No banana back. We're engaging the core, squeezing the butt. Come down when you're ready. I got a little tired. I don't have a wall, but you guys are by your wall, so you get a chance to trust yourself a little bit more. The wall can hold you if you get too tired. But if you find yourself losing integrity in your foundation, go ahead and come down early. No injuries over here. Okay, now that was it. That was it for our inversion practice. I don't want to keep this video too long, but if you guys want to, practice each of those again so you can build the repetition, build the strength necessary. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some cool down stretches. Of course, we've got child's pose with a thread, the needle. So we'll start in child's pose. Add a thread, the needle, bringing one hand through at a time to stretch out the shoulders. Same thing on the other side. Coming up, twisting over, resting on the side of the ear, Now the back of the hand should be able to anchor down because we're on the shoulder, so we get a chance to stretch it out and also engage the hand. Yeah, come back up. Roll down. We're gonna do a supine twist here. So draw one knee into chest. I have the right knee. I'm gonna open the right arm. I'm gonna twist the right knee across my body and turn my gaze towards the right side. You can bring that knee all the way down to touch the ground or to whatever level is comfortable for you. And then come up when you're ready. Other side. This time left knee comes in. Left arm opens out. And we twist over while looking to the left. The left knee twists to the right. Yeah, untwist when you're ready. You can roll up. You guys made it through today's practice, day 4 of the Fit and Flexy Challenge. Congratulations on that, because not everyone can do that. But I'm so proud of you guys for even making it this far. I'll see you guys tomorrow.